everyone. We're here in Fargo, North Dakota.
Go Bears.
And we are going to be having some dim sum today. And side note, we're actually at Rice Beach in Medford, a little bit outside of Boston. You could see we're in prime winter now. It's February. It's been almost a pretty snowy winter so far. So we're excited to bring the dim sum experience outside today. Normally you get to have like a big crowd of people in a huge hall for dim sum. So today we're bringing the huge hall out to this grand ice capades today, and hope you enjoy some dim sum from Suncom.
All right, we're ready to eat. We have our setup right here. We've got our steamer going to reheat our steamed items. And while that is going, we're gonna get started with some of the fried and baked items. So let's give this a taste.
Roasted pork bun. A little sweet. I wish that this was on the Thanksgiving table. It's like the best combination of a Parker House roll. It almost has like a slight Korean pork flavor to it.
This one is little fried anchovies. So this is called salt and pepper fish. And they are...
It's all anchovies?
Yeah. Whole little fish, basically. Coated, deep fried.
I don't think
Eat
I've
the
had this
entire
one.
thing, head to tail. I wanted to try things I haven't had before in dim sum. Nice and fishy, but not overwhelming. You didn't like it?
Reminds me of something. It kind of tastes like sardines to me.
I wish we were able to eat it hotter, and I wish we had some beer, because this would be like one of those snacks that you would eat with like a nice can of beer.
Close enough. That is an interesting hot oil.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's like a floral note to it. Yeah, that hot oil like gives you that nice back of the bite, back of the throat bite to it.
You know, I ordered a lot of stuff here, so I'm not sure. This is some
Egg-tastic.
kind of pie. Oh, I know what this is. Durian.
Oh, I have never had durian before. I am excited. Hence my screaming.
It has a reputation of having a smell of gym socks and
Yeah.
rotten onions. But when you have...
No, I think it smells fine.
It smells like
a
tropical fruit. That's all it is.
But if I didn't know what this was, I had like a passion fruit or definitely tropical. I don't want to say it's pungent, but it gives it. There's an element of the cheese in it.
Yeah, it's got a cheesiness. When I eat durian, I remember back to the days when I was growing up, my mom gave me a candy that I thought was just onion candy. And I always thought it was onion candy until I found out it was durian.
Yeah.
And this is that flavor. Very
pick up the onion
subtle,
too much.
slightly sulfury, but very sweet, creamy, very creamy interior.
It's a real flaky crust. It's really nice. Really recommend this. This is lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone's dim sum treasure or nightmare. The chicken feet. Gelatinous. One of my favorites when I'm getting dim sum. It is definitely an acquired taste. Not easy to eat. It's literally a foot. That with the roasted pork bun, I think is the taste of dim sum. And you definitely have to work around the bones. This one is really nice. It has not too strong of the 5 spice. How do they cook these?
I think they're braised.
Braised. Okay.
The problem with them is they're very difficult to eat.
You really got to work around it.
Yeah. And then you just spit the bones out when you're done.
It's giving a peace sign.
Well, you know what? There's technically a chicken foot has 3 toes on it. This one's missing a toe.
This is probably my favorite dim sum, and I've only had like 3 things. You know you've made it when you're having chicken feet by a frozen lake in Medford.
It's a very delicious chicken foot. but it's really hard to eat outside. This is one of the challenges. This, I believe, is a cream bun. So let's see. Yeah. So it's got some kind of eggy custard inside.
Is it the same kind of like pudding consistency as the tart that we got?
Well, you know what? There was a salted egg one, and then there was a sweet one. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the salty one or the sweet one. We'll find out. Sweet. That's really nice.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Boston cream donut, but it's a lot more eggy.
Their bread here is so good. Do they make it in-house?
I bet they do.
It is so good. Like, these rolls are just, like, fabulous. Everything is delicious. Everything is delicious so far.
Apparently, it's one of the more popular dim sum restaurants outside of Boston.
Do they have a big hall?
I've never been inside.
I thought you went in today to pick up the food.
I only went as far as the front door, because what they do is
they bring it up.
You have to order it in advance. You cannot walk in and place an order. And they have the front door blocked off with a table. So as soon as you open the door, there's just a table there. They take your money, give you your food, and then that's it.
So I've been out here all day making everyone some dumplings. Just kidding. These are from Sun Kong. Beautiful steamed dumplings, and so they said they were out of shrimp and chive. This is asparagus.
I honestly don't know. He told me there were two things he couldn't give us.
Mystery dumpling number 1.
Yes.
Possibly shrimp and chive.
Well, tell us what's inside it, and then we'll know what it was.
Shrimp and chive, I think. So nice with the hot oil. Really creamy inside. The shrimp is very tender, not rubbery. Lovely. Nice doughy outside. Perfect with the hot oil. There's nothing better than dumplings on a nice cold day. It's just so warming. Is that a little caviar on top of it? This is the shrimp and chive.
Is that shrimp and chive?
No idea. Everything is shrimp and chive today. I don't know, but this shrimp is tougher. And that looks like scallion or something. The other one was definitely better. A little underwhelmed on flavor on that one.
This one is what we thought was the shrimp and chive, but then we thought that one was the shrimp and chive, and we know what that is. Get a little tap of the hot oil. Let's give it a taste.
What do you think's inside of it?
I know exactly what this is. Pea pod stems.
Ooh.
Pea pod stems.
That is good. And it's shrimp, right?
Yeah. It's got a little shrimp, maybe even a little ground pork in there. I don't know if you can see that.
That was my favorite one.
But the pea pod stem flavor, that's definitely what I'm tasting there. Very expensive vegetable if you buy it at a Chinese restaurant. Just for the a dish of sauteed pea pod stems, in most Chinese restaurants, you're going to pay like $12, $15.
Really?
Yeah.
I must have never ordered it before.
Very good. Let's see. This one looks like your typical shrimp dumpling hakao. I'm not sure if there's anything else in it. Maybe it's just the plain shrimp one. Honestly, I don't remember ordering that. It's just plain shrimp, I think. Chopped water chestnuts, I think.
No wonder why I don't like it.
It's got a crunchiness, some kind of crunchy vegetable inside. Steamed barbecue pork bun, also known as char siu bao. Easily one of my favorite things ever.
Drum roll.
The barbecue pork filling is really good. It's even kind of got a smokiness to it.
I wonder if that's the same filling as the one in
the roast pork,
the breadier roll.
The baked, yeah, same meat. I like this. And it's got that roasted meat flavor to it. And since it's hot, it tastes really even better than when we're eating those cold. All right, still some more dishes to go here. Wow, I'm full.
Yeah.
How many do we eat so far? We must have had like 8 dishes already. So here we go. What we have is what they call
Waffles?
the 5 beef feast, I think.
5 beef feast?
5 spice beef feast? 5 spice beef feast. Well,
Say that.
let's
Say that 5 times
I'm
fast.
not excited about this one. Although,
I will not be partaking in this because I can't do tripe.
okay.
Sorry, gang.
So we have some braised beef with tendons attached. We
What's
have
wrong with that piece?
just plain pieces of tendon. Actually not, not too bad looking. We've got honeycomb tripe. Honeycomb tripe. As opposed to other kinds of tripe.
What makes it that shape? That's just what the inside shape
That
is?
is what the inside of a cow's stomach looks like.
I mean, is that what like a human stomach looks like too?
You know what?
And those kind of shapes?
I've never eaten a human stomach. But I imagine because cows have multiple stomachs, I don't know which stomach that one is. Because I don't know if the honeycomb tripe comes from a different stomach.
I'm just
than
wondering
the
if we
regular
have a
stomach.
honeycomb stomach.
I don't know. You know what? We'll put a pop-up. We'll do some research and find out what does human tripe look like and how does it taste. Yeah, so I'm not really excited about this one. Normally I really would enjoy eating tripe, but because it's so cold outside
The tendon looks good.
and it comes out a little bit too rubbery. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, I'm going to start with the tendon.
That's the tendon?
Tastes like tendon, which means it tastes like nothing. Tendons really have no flavor except for whatever they're cooked in. Yeah. I eat a lot of gross things. I'm not being squeamish. I'm just not feeling it today. One big honking piece of tripe. You guys ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
All right, ready? What was that? That was like the cheerleading song back in 1991.
Y'all ready for this?
Here we go.
That's where my music knowledge stops. There's your cat's water bowl right there too.
It's not.
Ooh, did that come up?
I was gonna say it's not that it doesn't taste good. The texture, it's the texture. It's so chewy and springy and bouncy inside your mouth. And
not
just
a good
doesn't,
way.
it doesn't break down. The more you chew it, the more the taste goes all around your mouth, but it doesn't break down. And I feel like I had to choke it down to swallow it.
I mean, you're
Sorry.
eating insides of an animal, so I mean, and this
Normally-
doesn't have any sauce on it
Normally
either.
I would really like this, but I think it has to be hot to really enjoy it. And so, yeah, not my favorite. Moving on. Oof, that was a challenge. All right, this one's a little more benign. Little fried shrimp rolls.
Looks like a banana.
It looks like a shrimp meatball that's been wrapped in tofu skin, I think.
Lovely.
Is it tofu skin?
Really good with the hot oil.
And then fried.
Nice.
It's not bad. It's like a shrimp meatball or shrimp sausage.
Yummers. I have been wanting to try these egg custard tarts. Does it have another name?
Yes. The name in Chinese is danta,
Danta.
which actually is not entirely Chinese. The word Dan is the Chinese word for egg. Ta is tart. So it's called an egg tart. Let's have a look. So you have this very flaky pastry.
It's just like the same kind of inside that we had
And
in the
then
other
that
one.
nice egg custard, just like we had in that egg pie.
This one was less sweet. Not picking up too much. I'm picking up more of just like an egg yolk flavor, not too much sweetness. Definitely more buttery because of the flaky crust too, but not bad.
I love Dan Tat, but they're only really good when they're fresh right out of the oven,
Yeah.
ripping hot. So like the custard is still liquidy and melty. So
Maybe that's what the problem is.
we picked this food up probably about an hour and a half ago and probably was sitting in the bag for a good half hour before I even picked it up. So these are obviously not hot out of the oven anymore. I think just the fact that it's cold, I just don't taste it as well.
Yeah. It's just like an egg yolk taste.
Yeah, it just tastes like egg. I'm not exactly sure what the word for this is, but I believe it's jandui.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I got no idea.
Right. And it's a stuffed sesame ball, and inside is, I believe
Taro?
it's lotus.
Oh.
Lotus paste. Very good. Because it's been coated in sesame seeds and then deep fried,
Is it like sticky?
it's very sticky. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a mochi texture on the
Oh,
inside.
nice. You're gonna have to cut me an even smaller piece.
And but you get that nice greasy sesame fried goodness with the sweet filling in between and the chewy dough. Really tasty. Always been one of my favorites. Well, there you have it, everybody. Sun Kong dim sum out in Malden. Some of the best dim sum you can get outside of Boston, I'm sure. Lots of surprises there. We really I liked the durian pastry. That was kind of surprising. The pea pod stem dumplings were excellent. And the baked roast pork bun, also excellent. So give it a try, everybody. Come out to the Middlesex Fells Reservation and go for a hike. And visit Malden and go to Sun Kong dim sum. See you later.
I'm not gonna attempt to
was
do
that
what I
my
did last
nose?
time again.
Did you get that on video? My nose dripping? Okay.
Bye.